For me, I think there's a real energy about being in Bristol and about living here. I feel like this is like a hub for not only creative people, but just for any kind of person. Like you can find your place, you can find your community. There's so many different like smaller areas like Montpellier and like Stokes Croft where they're so close, but you can find such a variation of people, you know. And I think that's the way things should be, especially in the UK. But for me, Bristol, that's the main thing that I really, really love. There isn't a specific blueprint, you know. I could say, oh, you can try and go this way, but the way how I got into the industry was an anomaly. So I feel like what you have to do is you have to surround yourself, you have to immerse yourself in this world, being at places like this, going to the theatre, anything creative that they have here is about being a part of that, because then that's where you build your relationships and you can let people know what you do and, you know, really exchange information. There's so many creative people here, you never know who you're gonna meet. And I feel like that's the starting point, you know, for anything to blossom, because those relationships for a couple of years can become anything, you know. So always do that, be optimistic, never be afraid to travel as well for your dream as well. Sometimes you might have to leave Bristol for a time, but you can always return. You know, and don't fear the opportunities, and don't fear the rejection either, because you're gonna get a lot of it. I've had so many rejections in my career, but you have to keep going, you know. So that's probably what I would say. Do you know what? It's a real honor to actually be here today, because, you know, for me, just being an actor, you don't really get access to hearing about, you know, these producers and what they have to do, and just the projections that they have for Bristol, and everything seems so positive. And I just really hope that it is fulfilled over the coming years, because there's a lot of talent here and there's a lot of people that would love to get into the industry. I was just having some conversations before, and you know, it's really about bridging that gap and increasing opportunities for people that look like me, not just in front of the camera, but behind it as well, and aspiring to get to those senior positions and stuff like that. So it really does seem exciting, and I'm really glad to be here today.